All right. Hey, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Kakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all the brothers that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. This lesson is going to be focused around um, the book of Exodus when it talks about, you know, when it talks about the first Exodus compared to the second Exodus, which is gonna happen in these last days. Um, I got the scripture right here. This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. It says, "Therefore, behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt." Because, as you know, if you read the book of Exodus, that was the first Exodus. Now, if you go to that word Exodus, which I have in front of me on this laptop, the definition is it says a mass departure of people, especially immigrants. So it was a mass departure from the land of Egypt by the Israelites. It means exit, leaving, migration. You know, these are synonyms for it. Escape, flight, retreat, fleeing. These are synonyms, you know, for the word exodus. So exit, it was an exit out of the land of Egypt. Now, in these days, in this time, you know, it's going to be a second exodus, a new exodus, an exodus that's going to be talked about way far above the one that was talked about before, which was the exodus out of the land of Egypt, which America is Egypt 2.0. It's an upgraded version of Egypt, which the word Egypt means bondage. You know, so that explains, because that explains, the name of, Egypt, because we're serving bondage here in America, under the hands of the so-called white people, which we know through the scriptures, the red Hebrew Edomites, which are descendants of Shem. They come in that line. They are Hebrews too. They're red Hebrew Israelites. Abram. They're red Hebrew Edomites. So that is who we're under captivity under, and that's the land that we're gonna flee from. We're gonna flee from out of the land of the north, which is talking about America, and you have other people that are scattered throughout the whole earth. They're still Israelites. Just talking about the confusion of faces. But this is verse 15. It says, "But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands that he hath driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I will gave to their fathers." Now, the Lord is going to cause us to exit out of Egypt again. What is the Egypt that was spoken about in Deuteronomy 28 and 68? That Egypt that we came into on ships is talking about America, because we came here on ships, cargo slave ships, packed like a bunch of sardines, So we came here according to the curses, which we was going to come here. And we're going to leave in style. We're going to leave upon the wings of the wind. We're going to leave upon the chariots of Yahshua, the chariots, of Israel. What you people call UFOs. That's what we're going to, when I say we, I'm speaking as an Israelite. The Israelites, the elect of the Israelites, are going to leave on the not cargo stations. the chariots of Yashala, which is so-called UFOs. And it's gonna be a great deliverance, from the land of Egypt. Because hey, the Lord is gonna deliver us, man. The Lord is gonna deliver the nation of Israel. It's gonna be a beautiful exit out of America. Isaiah chapter 51. It's like not 51. Is it 52? It might be 51. So like yeah. It speaks about the deliverance. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get another precept that goes along with it. It's in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 45:17, it says, But Israel, speaking about the whole nation of Israel, shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded world without end. So the world that we're gonna live in is gonna be without an end, And it's not talking about the earth. The earth about it forever if you read it in the book of Ecclesiastes. It's many of worlds in this world that we're living in now, which is Esau's age, which we know is four definitions. It's four Greek words for the word world. You got cosmos, you got oikoumene, you got eon, and you got G. The one that is right here is speaking about eon, or possibly actually possibly is eon or cosmos. But the one that is spoken about in the book, the New Testament, is majority of them is cosmos, but it's a couple of them that's eon, because eon means age. If you look it up, so like look it up real quick, for verification. Okay. It is a Latin translation from the Kion Greek word, eon. Trying to get to the point. So like, I'll click on something real quick. This is not telling me what I want to hear. Slack it, bear with me. I might have to look it up in the Blue Letter or online etymology dictionary to get a deeper, definition, because Google is not giving me what I want to hear. Bear with me, Baba Kasha. Okay, it's eon. I spelled it Aion, but when I typed it in, it pulled up Eon. So it says from the late Latin eon, which is spelled Aeon, from Greek eon, which is Aion, which means age, a virtual force, a period of existence, a lifetime, a generation, a long space of time. In plural, eternity. Virtual force, life, long life, eternity. So the best definition is age or period of existence, a lifetime, a generation. Those are some good definitions. Really, all of these are good definitions, but the main one I want to focus on is age and period of existence, because Esau's age is coming to an end. His period of existence is coming to an end. You know, preferably his age of being a king on earth, to being a ruler on the earth. His eon, his age is coming to an end. Just like the kingdom was old, their ages came to an end. Their time period of ruling came to an end. Why? Because the Lord has a better king that He wants to put in office. Uh, Damn, it's Slakia. Oh, Job 14:5 is it? Okay, see, Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So Esau has a limited. He has a limit. He's on borrowed time. He's on limited time. So this devil knows that. Because he has had scholars to do their research, and scholars that actually know some of the scriptures, but they don't know the deep secrets of the scriptures. But they know some things. They know that one thing they know for sure is that their rulership, their age is not that, doesn't have that much time. That's one thing that they know. But their days are counted, man. They have a certain days of rulership, but the nation of Israel doesn't. Let me get Daniel real quick. 7:18. Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess it forever, even forever and ever. Starting with Yahushua HaMashiach, because He's the king. He's the king of all of this, man. He's the king. Okay, Daniel 7:22. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and a time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus He said, it's like, the saints gonna possess the kingdom, and they're gonna rule forever. Now, one of these is speaking about Yahushua. Baba Kashar, bear with me, because Yahushua was given dominion in the earth. Okay, Daniel 7:13, it says, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Now that's talking about Yahushua coming to the Father. It says, in the so-called UFOs, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that shall not be destroyed. So his kingdom is going to be everlasting. So his age, his period of existence, his lifetime is going to be, referring back to the word eon, is going to be forever. His age is forever. His period of existence is forever. His lifetime is forever. His generations is forever. So eon can also mean eternity. So his eon is eon. You know, it's eternal, man. Everlasting life. Starting with Yahweh Shai, He's gonna bring that. And that's what we patiently waiting for, and we hoping, man, for Yahweh Shai to bring that everlasting life, so we never have to face death or crying or any type of persecution ever again, man. You know. So this second Exodus is gonna be beautiful, man. And how we're gonna leave out of here in style. Because our enemies are gonna see us when we leave out of here. When I say us, when I'm speaking as an Israelite, because the Israelites are gonna be saved. Not all of Israel though. Revelations 11, chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them that saw them. So, as you can see, the Spirit of the Lord is raising up the men. Like that valley of dry bones is in the book of Ezekiel. The men, the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai is raising those men up. Whoever those men are. Verse 12, it says, and they heard a voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Now that cloud, it's not talking about a normal cloud that you see every day. Because if that was the case, we would have been out of here. A normal cloud, no, we would have been the fuck out of here. Speaking, just being real. If we could ascend up into a cloud, I'm pretty sure we would. But that's not talking about an average cloud. It's not talking about a regular cloud. It's talking about a so-called UFO, which if you go to the book of Acts, the first chapter, Yahweh Shai himself was taken up in a cloud, which is a so-called UFO, which is known in the scriptures as a chariot of Israel. So those so-called, UFOs have a way that you can, get onto those ships, which is through that beam, that anti-gravitational pull, it pulls you up into it. Beam me up, Scotty, just to give an example. So that's how, the elect gonna be delivered, by those chariots. That's the way. That's how they're gonna be delivered. And it's gonna be beautiful. Psalm 67. Was it 67 or 68? I think it's 68. Or no, it's 69. Psalm 68 and 13. Though ye have lain among the pots, yet shall ye be as the wings of a dove covered with silver, and her feathers with yellow gold. Because those chariots come in different, shapes. They come in different colors, and they're gonna be gold, silver, whatever they be. It's gonna be a beautiful deliverance, man. It's gonna be very beautiful. And guess what? Our enemies gonna be looking, and they're gonna be watching. And they're gonna be regretting what they said to the men of the Lord. So without further ado, man, I'm just going ahead and end it there. And I hope you brothers was edified. At the second.